and it's African History Month. It's time for us to cross over to Tanzania. I'm going to find out whether it's Tanzania or Tanzania because I hear both. And on the line, I have with me Veronica. Good morning, Veronica.
Good morning.
So clear it up for me. What is it called? Tanzania or Tanzania?
It's Tanzania.
Tanzania. Okay, because some people say Tanzania, but I grew up saying Tanzania. And give us your full surname for me, please.
So my surname is Wambura.
Wangura.
Yes.
Yes. So, and we're finding out a bit about Africa because this is African History Month. So every day we visit a different country in Africa. So today we're in Tanzania. So tell us where Tanzania is located and which countries are your neighbors.
So Tanzania is in the east of Africa. And to the north, there is Uganda and Kenya. To the west is Rwanda, Burundi, and then Congo. And then to the south, there's countries like Mozambique and Zambia and Zimbabwe. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's basically to the far east of Africa.
So you are landlocked by a number of countries. What's the size?
We're not landlocked.
You're not landlocked, okay.
On the east of Tanzania is the Indian Ocean.
Okay.
So we're right next to the Indian Ocean, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So what's the population size in Tanzania?
There's about 57 million people.
57?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big country.
Wow. That's a big country. Wow. But I guess you know that we're just 1.3 million here in Trinidad and Tobago.
I know Trinidad is a small country.
Yeah, we're small, but we do big things, right? So tell me what's to do. What's Tanzania famous for? If I were a visitor, if I were coming to your country.
I think Tanzania has a lot to do, especially for tourists. So first of all, it's near the ocean, which means it's good for people who love the beach. Or Zanzibar is also part of Tanzania. It's an island there, and that's very famous for like diving. There's lots of national parks in the country. So if you've heard of Serengeti and Ngorongoro, that's where you see like a lot of animals. So Ngorongoro is actually a crater, and you just take a safari there, and inside the crater there's a lot of animals like lions, zebras. I've seen a lion eating a zebra alive when I was there.
You have seen a lion eating a zebra?
Yeah.
Or as Trevor Noah says, zebra.
Oh, I call it a zebra, but
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you have safaris where people can go and see the animals in the wild, in their natural habitat. Yes.
And there's the mountain Kilimanjaro. People climb the mountain. I think it takes like 6 days. I haven't done that yet, but maybe I'll do that.
Yes.
But I know that's because it's the only mountain in Africa that has like snow at the top.
Yes.
Yeah, and it doesn't snow in the country, so
it doesn't snow. So what's the weather like in Tanzania then?
It's a tropical country, which means it's like hot all year round.
Oh, it's like
but
Trinidad.
We have rainy seasons and dry seasons. Yeah.
Right. So it's just like Trinidad. We have rainy and dry season as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what we're learning this week, Veronica, that the continent of Africa is so varied. We've been learning. So, for example, you have rainy and dry season, whereas South Africa, they have winter and summer and spring. You know, so you can find everything. Do you have, so you don't have any, do you have any parts of Tanzania that has deserts, for example?
We have like semi-desert places, but not really deserts. So there are places that are super dry, which is like central Tanzania, but then I wouldn't necessarily call them deserts. They're like semi-arid or like dry areas, yeah.
And what about the food? Tell us about your food. What would be the main foods?
So the main staple food I would say is this thing called ugali. So it's like stiff porridge. I don't know if you've heard of Nigerian fufu.
Fufu. I was wondering, is it made out
like
of maize as well, corn?
It is, yeah. It's corn flour, yeah.
So that's another similarity we learned this week. You know, there's fufu, there's pap in South Africa. I can't remember some of the other names, but the main thing is the corn porridge, made slightly differently, but similar. And we have cuckoo here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
made
call
out
it
of
the
corn.
same fufu?
We say cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo, yeah,
Right.
made out of corn. I know,
Nice.
I know.
Yeah.
And
So,
throughout the Caribbean, you get that as well, yeah?
okay.
So what would you,
Yeah.
as a young person, as I wrap up with you, what would you like to see
Mm.
for the future of the continent and the future of your country, do you think, as a young
I think
person?
there's a lot to be done in the country, especially because it's a developing country. And I personally am studying engineering right now, so I think I see that the country has potential, especially in terms of infrastructure and technology-wise. And I know a lot of like students, engineering students in Tanzania can do a lot for the country if they go back to the country. So in terms of like roads and transport facilities, trains, bridges. Like there's a lot to be done in Tanzania. So I see it grow and I see that it has potential if we all work hard and the economy does well as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was so refreshing chatting with you,
Thank you so
Veronica.
much.
Thank you so much for coming
Yeah.
on and sharing a bit about your country, Tanzania, with us
Thank
here
you.
this morning,
Thank
live
you.
on television, national television here in Trinidad and Tobago, and of course, live on Facebook and on radio.